Welcome to the new sound of online radio. Welcome to the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network. 'Cause you make me feel like I've been locked out of heaven. A mix of today's hits and hard-to-find favorites, combined with the most entertaining and intriguing talk anywhere. This is your sound. This is the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network at UBNradio.com.
Psychic Robin Zodiac focuses in on each caller with caring professionalism. Robin offers their caringcuddler.com service as touch therapy to those dealing with loss of love at her Los Angeles studio. So, make your appointment at 855-922-4822. Caringcuddler.com does benefit both men and women that just need to be held. In today's world, there is a lot of times we need love energy through physical touch. There's nothing sexual to embrace a nurturing mom, or as Robin is known, as a psychic mom, to giggle, cry, and release pent-up emotions or feelings. So call 855-922-4822 for empathic healing comfort.
Breaking news on famous celebrity psychic Robin Zodiac, also known as Psychic Mom, and her order of business of her Secrets to New You Love ebook series on Amazon, to her live call-in Friday night show on UBNradio.com between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. California time, to her interactive lifestyle website www.psy-chic.com, which is the word psychic with a dash in the middle. That's psy-chic.com, to her in-person psychic readings at her Culver City studio. So log on now to psy-chic.com for more information about your accurate psychic reading with Robin Zodiac today.
Psy-chic.com has worldwide users instant messaging, reading blogs, romance stories, posting pictures, getting recipes, playing games, buying, selling, psychic readings, reviewing, and much more. Interact at Psy-chic.com.
Hello. Okay, got a little bit of feedback here. Jarvis.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
I keep hearing myself.
Let me see if I can check something on iron. Hold on.
Okay, thank you. Happy Friday. TGIF.
Hi, Robin.
Hi.
So you still hearing yourself?
Much better.
Better?
No, now I can hear myself. I don't hear myself. Good.
Well,
okay, great.
Get
I don't know
hell.
what you did. It was
Get
magic. Yay.
All right. Have a good show.
Thank you. I have a crush on Tony. He knows it. Anyway, this is Robin Zodiac. I'm here every Friday night, and I always open up the show, and sometimes I get pretty intense, and sometimes it's lighthearted. Tonight is kind of a little of both. Okay, so congratulations to the Cubs. Fantastic. Yay. I didn't even know who else was playing, so lucky me that they won. Also, Election Day is coming up on Tuesday. So, I wanted to give you some information that I have learned over the years. And a lot of this I have written in my Secrets to New You Love books. One is Secrets to Win a Proposal. One is Secrets Surviving as Newlyweds, and one is Secrets Surviving a Divorce. And, pretty much uh, the bottom line is none of us are perfect. And like I had pointed out last week, a lot of my characteristics that I label myself with might cause fear in others, or might they might recognize me as being different to them. And I've lived outside of the country, and I'm not just generalizing. It happens all over the world, but it really does happen in America because we are so inundated with information and media, and we have all these different stations and choices, and a lot of them use the same mantra. And I do want to tell you that this week we all need to keep in check. We're going to get some news that some people are going to be elated with, some people are going to be unhappy with, but we have to remember that there's an outside force trying to divide us. So, whatever the decision is on Tuesday, we have to stay united. That's the only way we will have strength. So, whatever the media tries to simulate, riots or anything like that, do not buy into it. It's a psychological operation that they are going to victimize us with causing fear. And the honest thing is, the opposite of fear is faith. So you have to have faith. And if you're really upset with it, and you feel like a loss, because one of the stages of loss is anger. It's very natural for us to go through that stage of anger if we lose something. If you can't deal with the anger, then shelf it. Throw out the thinking. Think about good things that make you happy. Think about things that make you laugh. The difference between shelf and self is the letter H, which is for hope. We cycle in life, I've mentioned this almost all of my shows are about basically patterns, and that's what a lot of my books are about, that we all go through patterns. I know it's very insulting. Once again, I've said things that can be taken as an insult, but it's not an insult. It's actually, like I said last week, stating the obvious. We are animals. We go in cycles. Yes, we do have a thumb that makes us different than the rest of the, animal species, but we are of nature. We are one with each other. We are one with the world. We are one with Mother Earth, which is what I had said last week is my choice of belief, and my dedication is to Mother Nature, Mother Earth, how things should be. The king of the jungle is the lion. There's no way of changing that. It is what it is. For 6,000 years, um, we've had a gender war going on. It's coming to an end. I'm not necessarily saying it's because we're getting a female president or we're not getting a female president. That's beside the point. The fact of the matter is that we are now all realizing the value of the Constitution in this country. That's what makes us a great country. It's not the movies. It's not, all the materialism. It's not, all the competition, all the clothing, all the specialty shops or foods or whatever. That's not what makes us great. What makes us great is that we have the Constitution. We have freedom of speech. We have the right to bear arms. We cannot be arrested wrongfully. We cannot be tortured. We stick with the Constitution. We've been lost without. We've been, snowed that there's actually a government. Since 1933, I've said this before. It's all imaginary. Money is imaginary. God is imaginary. Mother Earth, nature, Father Time. That is reality. So that's the one thing I want to say is that fear is the opposite of faith. So you just have to understand whatever announcement that is made on Tuesday, have faith. Cry, let it out, laugh, let it out. Laughing and crying is the same thing. Tragedy and comedy, it's the same release. Do not hold it in. And if you can't deal with it, then shelf it. Another thing I always say is that you can't change the past, but you can change the perspective. You can always look back at a horrible situation and take the one thing that was good from that and focus on that. Because if you don't, it'll be a repeat in life. Like I said, we cycle in life. Everything in life is a cycle. Another part of my faith is rebirth, that we come back. This planet, I know with religion, they say we've only been around for 6,000 years. No, uh, oppression, the gender war has been around for 6,000 years. Mother Earth has been around for 30 million years. We will go on. But at this time and this stage of our culture, if we even have a culture, is that we need to look after each other. Because I just watched a movie of Inferno, and it was funny that it was a wonderful movie. I loved it. I was entertained. And when I walked away, we need to take care of ourselves, because this movie was about the possibilities of extinction. There's a possibility that that can happen. And, we just live our lives. And, once again, we believe in all these imaginary things that have priority when they don't have priority. So, and worry is looking into the past. Another thing that will bring about happiness is live in the moment. Enjoy the breath. Enjoy the watching the grass grow effortlessly. Know that faith and that you're in is the gift of life. That's the most important thing. Like I said, it's good to set up a map, to be able to look towards a future, a goal, something that you imagine reality, such as travel or family or relationship, and aspire. Use that person, place, or thing as a muse to inspire you, and let Mother Earth and Father Time use your intuition, be guided by it. But like I said, when we find out on Tuesday, there's this big, huge buildup. We're all being programmed. We're all being conditioned. And we don't have to be. We can unite, and whatever the circumstances is on Tuesday, we just have to live in the moment and have faith that whatever is supposed to be is meant to happen. My daughter tells me that all the time when I'm very, very upset. She's like, "Mom, there's a reason for everything. It don't worry about it. It's meant to happen." And it's true. And then when you look back, a lot of times, like I said, if there's one good thing about it, that could be the lesson that you needed to learn to go through a horrible situation. Anyway, that's my speech. It sounds like we do have people on the phones, Jarvis, right?
Yes, we do. All right, here we go.
All
All right,
righty.
caller, you're on live with Robin Zodiac.
Hello, hello.
Hello? Hello. Hi,
Hi.
Robin. This is Christine.
Hi. Long
Good.
time. Yeah.
Hi. Yeah, we were talking in the past. Yeah. Do you need my date of birth?
No. You don't have to
No,
advertise it. No,
okay.
no, no. I think I already remember. Yeah, it's been a while. You sound
Okay.
very tired. You sound very drained. I know the last time we had spoken, you said that there was a lot of issues that your boyfriend was going through. Also, with yourself, you were trying to hold it together. But
Yeah.
I did recommend the best thing to do is kind of step out of this situation. But I know how difficult it is that you're, very passionate and, very loving
Yeah.
person. Um, so can you update me on where you are right now? And do you have any questions of? Mhm.
Actually, I just got a message from my boyfriend that he's in Vegas for bachelor party, and he was asking me to come over. And he just was asking me last moment, and I was thinking it's so inappropriate and so shocking. and I think, and humiliation to ask me to run. He just told me like at 7 that he's having bachelor party this weekend. He like, I really want to be with you, and I'm so stunned and I don't know what to say, but I feel offended, because I feel like he already made his choice. He's going to get married, and he's trying to get like his last dessert, and I haven't really heard from him, most of this week, and I disconnected. He just wrote me once and told me he loves me, he thinks about me, and just want to see what you think about it. What are your thoughts about the situation?
Well, I think you would have been the best party favor. And
I'm sorry?
I said, I think you would have been the best party favor. I don't think anybody in Vegas could match you. But I'm glad I could make you laugh. I know it's a very heartbreaking situation. I've been through this with you for months, and here it is coming to the end. But I really do feel that. Did you reply? Did you say anything back?
No, he just wrote me like a few seconds ago.
Oh, good.
He was like, oh, like, I really want you to come. And I was like about to write, like, I'm not going to be a dessert. Are you kidding me? You made your choice. Just live with it. I think it's disrespectful to ask me last moment. Are you kidding?
No. You don't have to be his teacher. You don't have to be his counselor. I would use success as the best revenge. Doll yourself up in, a nice little lingerie, and, send him a beautiful picture of yourself and nothing else.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play into his hand. Like I said, let him eat his heart out, let him, realize what he's losing. I mean, obviously, He's not in the right state of mind. I told you that this is a disaster. It's ready to happen. I know you love him, that you see a train wreck coming, you want to save him from it. I mean, it's, it's understandable, but, and then, he's going to take you down this path, and, the matter is, I mean, there's only so much that you can take, and I understand that you justify it in your mind. Here you're going through a divorce, and you have a child, and your, financial life is awry, and all these things. So, I have to give it to you straight. Maybe you don't feel deserving. I'm not saying that you're causing his decisions, but I'm just saying subconsciously, maybe you're accepting this because you're in a place where you feel like, well, maybe this is all I can get right now. And like I said, I don't mean to hurt you, but I just need to be straight with you because I really do believe that, things will definitely change. Thank goodness. And, I say kill him with kindness, but, don't give him the satisfaction of giving you a piece of your mind, because you have to understand that anger and frustration is the same emotion. So if you're showing anger, you're, stimulating some negative response, but he's getting a response, and that's what he's looking for. So I would be, once again, mystery is definitely a turn on. And just kill him with kindness, send him a sexy picture of yourself and let him eat his heart out all weekend, or, I always say, when somebody is going off to a party or going out of town with their friends and everything, I always say, tell them, oh, have a great time, enjoy yourself, and get them off the phone as fast as you can, because then in their mind, they're thinking, oh my gosh, what is she doing this weekend that she's so happy? What does she have planned? So you have to turn it around and then go cry in your pillow or go to the gym and work it out. But, don't give him the satisfaction of even replying, except with a beautiful, sexy picture. That's what I recommend. So, and
interesting. It's very unusual. Thank you. I like this advice.
Yeah.
I also know amazing. Thank you.
My pleasure. I'm glad I can make you laugh too. All right, my dear. Have a wonderful weekend.
So I can't ask one more question?
Jarvis, do you have any other callers?
Yes, we do.
I'm sorry, Christina. Call me next week. If not, me during the week.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Okay.
Good
Thank
talking
you.
to you. Love you much. Okay, also, I can be reached at liveadviceforyou.com. That's the number 4, liveadviceforyou.com. It's a wonderful website. It has many different advisors. I'm under the spiritual and under the psychic section, and that's how you can get a hold of me for a more in-depth personal reading. All right, I'm ready for the next caller.
All right, caller, you're on live with Robin Zodiac.
Okay.
Hello. Hi.
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 Am I on air?
Yes, you are.
Am I on air?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm calling to see if you could give me a general reading about maybe work and love and whatever else you pick up on.
Okay, well, do you just want me to tell you what I pick up on, or I kind of need to
Yeah.
know what you want me to be directed? And also, what is your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name's Hope.
Oh, hi, Hope. You know, ever
Hi.
since I heard your voice, I keep hearing the name Sheila. Is there a Sheila around you?
No.
Okay,
That's
well,
funny.
yeah, well, I don't know. You'll have to tell me. You know, I do. Sometimes that happens, and it's funny. I had a client. I said 2 names, and she says that doesn't make any sense. And then she called me back, and she says, "Oh my gosh, I had a plumber and electrician come, and they showed me their business card, and it was their name." So once again, if you meet a
Yeah.
Sheila, it's meant to be. Okay.
Right.
Hope, I am picking up that you're going through some worry. It says that you've had some major successes, and it does feel like you've had some recent sorrow, or you feel like there's some concern. This could be around work. I also see you as a mother. You are a mother, Hope, or do you have family members?
Did you say fur family members?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you have?
No, I don't have any kids. But
But
when
you
you
have.
said fur family members, I laughed because I go get my brother's dogs and take them to the park on the weekends, so they're kind of like
Oh,
my fur
okay.
kids.
Okay, great. I get a third one coming. Is there 2 now? Because I get a third one. There's 2?
Okay, that's very
So 3.
possible.
Okay.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, I
That's
get a
very
third one.
possible.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Also, I see somebody traveling to see you. So, do you know about this as of yet? I mean, once again, it looks like it's possibly at the end of this month or once again around Christmas. It does say that somebody is traveling to visit you. I'm not picking up whether it's male or female, but I do see somebody contacting you that would like to spend time with you that does seem to be from out of town.
Do you have any
Also,
idea, like, what part of the country?
what part of the country are you in? Are you in the Midwest?
I'm in Oklahoma. Yeah.
Oklahoma. Yeah, because I always get it mixed up. I say west and it's east. I was actually feeling
Yeah.
possibly from the East Coast. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yeah, now back to work. I see you're really worried. So it says that you've had major successes, but are you just feeling like you're just going in slow motion when it comes to your career or your income? Are you having like some
Well,
setbacks?
yeah, I've just ever since my divorce, I'm 46 years old, and I've had, I've been in and out of jobs, but I haven't really established any kind of career. And so now I'm going to work for my brother at his law firm, just doing odd stuff in the office. And I know that's not going to be what I'm going to be doing. I'm just slowly trying to figure out what I'm going to do because I have a lot more years left on this earth, and I would like to figure out what gifts I have. Surely I'm here for more than just surviving. So at this point, that's where I'm at. I'm just going to be working at his law office.
Oh, that's good. Well, you're so young. I mean, my cousin's wife had a baby older than you, so you're still young. I do see success. I know you said that, oh, I'm not sure if that's what I want to do, but I was thinking you might be passionate for it. It might be something that, maybe getting a paralegal or taking it a step further. It says that you're going to have major amount of success. I mean, and like I always say, your coworkers are like your second family, and here it's your brother. And I think that you might be a little worried about, how that's going to affect your relationship. But I do believe that, you're flexible, you're easygoing, you're really smart. I do believe that you both will have, a better relationship. It does feel like it's going to strengthen your resume. And I actually feel like you're going to enjoy it. But yes, it's a stepping stone. I know you said that, you know, I always say, follow your passion and the money will follow. Of course, we all, need to eat, but if you're doing something that
Right.
you love, it's usually because you're good at it. And if you're good at it, then other people will recognize that. But I feel like you're going to probably take this a step further, to tell you the truth. I think you're going to enjoy law. I mean, that's what I get. I think you're going to be
Huh.
surprised. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of I'm kind of a ADHD type person, and so my brother, he's a lawyer there. He's always been the real smart one, and he can do tons of stuff at the same time. And I'm the type of person that I have to read something over many times before I get it. So I've never really saw myself in an office.
Well, but the thing is, I was told the same thing growing up too. Thank goodness you have the looks because your brother has the brains. But, but I have these huge, thick dictionaries in the kitchen, and I used to, before Google, run and like look up all these words. Like I would hear a word, and actually Jeb Bush has taught me a lot about vocabulary out of all the people in the media. But it a lot of times if you have to read it 3 times, then you know it, then you retain it. So that's a part of being smart too. And once again, you can't compare your intelligence. I'm not a believer in IQ tests because you can't determine reflexes, and that's part of intelligence. So once again, I know it sounds like you have a great admiration and respect for your brother, but
Yeah.
you just have to remember, so what if you have to read three times? You probably will remember it. It'll probably be locked in your brain, and you might be able to draw from it when you need that information in the future. So, so anyway, just wanted you to know, we're all different. We all operate differently.
Yeah. So, when I asked you about love, is that when you had mentioned somebody coming to visit from the East Coast? Is that what you were
I
talking about?
I think so. But like I said, I'm not getting a gender. I'm just getting a person is traveling to see you. I am feeling like it's either at the end of the month or at the end of the year around the holidays. But it says it's
Yeah.
going to be a really successful time. You're going to enjoy yourself. Um, yeah, I do see positive changes coming up. And yeah, I see a lot of victory. I actually am also seeing you writing, whether that's poetry or writing short stories or writing blogs. But I do see you writing, or maybe your brother will have you writing a lot of letters or something like that. But I do see you doing a lot of
Mhm.
writing. And I actually feel like
Okay.
that's a strength. That's a real gift of yours. So you'll have to get back with me on
Huh.
that, Hope. Yeah.
Yeah. That's something I never knew about. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great. So yeah, I guess I was a little kept on looking at the love because there's just been this situation going on in my life for a very long time. Um, my ex and I had been divorced for many years, but he was my first marriage, and I never got married again. And he got married several times. And his latest ex-wife, well, she's supposed to be an ex-wife, but the divorce is taking a long time. She contacted me, and I was very irritated with the fact of how he had been treating her, and we had talked. And so I recently sent 2 emails to him telling him exactly what mistakes he is making and what a fool he is for dumping his wife. I just felt like I had to tell him, you're just going to be doing this until you have wife 6. I mean,
Well,
you keep on making these same mistakes.
but like I
So,
said, I know, but Hope, it's if you felt better about sending the letters, bravo. But
mhm,
You can tell a man until you're blue in the face how you think, what you feel, how you perceive the situation, but men learn by actions. And so if you felt good about sending that letter, great. But obviously, what I was getting psychically before you mentioned, I got, oh, your ex is still in love with you. And he's always choosing women that basically can't hold a candle to you. So he punishes them because they're nothing like you. That's what I got psychically. So you're not going to
So
go
that's
back
what you
to
think?
him. That's what I got.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
I don't think
I,
so.
how could he be in love with me the way he treated me? I mean, like terrible. Like he treated me during our
You know
divorce.
what? I really think that we need to go through a personal reading, if you don't mind, calling me off the air and, we'll
Oh, okay.
get into it more. But yeah, he's pretty complex and I feel like he was a major challenge and, so we'll talk about it. Once again, I can be reached at live advice for you, the number 4 liveadviceforyou.com. And hopefully I'll hear from you there.
Liveadvice.com. Okay. And
Okay.
you didn't hear anybody that has passed away or anything that wanted to say anything to me.
Well, can you call me on future shows? And I am,
Okay.
going to have to move on. So, but I appreciate
Oh,
you
okay. Oh,
calling.
I gotcha.
All right. Thank you, my dear. Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
All right, here we go. Next caller.
Okay.
Caller, you're on live
Hi.
with Robin Zodiac.
Hello.
Hi, this is Sheila.
Hi.
Hello, this is Sheila. Can you hear me?
Sheila.
Rob-
Yes.
Yes. Oh, so great to connect with you.
Sheila, did you hear?
Hello?
I had asked the earlier caller if she knew a Sheila. Did you hear that?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, did you know because of it, or were you on the phone when I said it?
The phone. I was trying. I think.
Great. Wonderful. I'm glad you
I'm
called. Yeah.
I'm so glad to connect. I was going to ask you. I'm looking for another job. I was going to ask you about my career and financial future.
Okay. Well, I do see a major amount of success. Once again, I got very similar to the last reading that you've had good fortune. You've been very successful when it comes to generating money. And it says that you have gone through some disappointment. It says the last 3 years have been, a worry or concern. But I'm feeling like good things ahead. It seems like your current job is causing frustration. I'm not saying it's a negative environment, but I am feeling that you're challenged, you do a great job, and then they raise the bar on you, and then they challenge you with more. So they're always like expecting more and more and more, and you keep meeting it, and and so I am feeling you're at the top of your game, but I also feel like you're not appreciated in a sense that they might micromanage you and not tell you how you're contributing and you're a fantastic team player and all these wonderful things that I'm getting. It seems like they aren't even saying it. But I do see you moving. I do see you making a change when it comes to career. But I actually feel it's more in the new year. I'm getting around February time period, February, March, that it does feel like there's another opportunity that you're going to, move on from here and strengthen your income. But I do feel, once again, what the big bucks are, and I do see you changing and moving in the direction of being able to generate them again. So you're not going backwards, you're going forward, Sheila.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I've had a lot of loss in the last 3 years with some deaths in the family and stuff.
Terrible.
And being trying to figure out a new career for myself, and I'm on my own, so just trying to figure out how to be financially viable and everything.
Great.
So you see me getting in.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you were working now. Are you doing any temp work, or are you doing any freelance work, anything like that? Because I do see you working now. I mean, what kind of work do you do? No, you work at the golf.
I was doing sort of government work as business analyst, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not working currently, but I'm hoping to find another job.
Okay, great.
I'm off. So
Okay,
you think in February or
well, that's when I feel like you're going to
hello?
get you're going to get a contract job in February. You're going to be, okay with money and income. But I felt like you were working either freelance or like I said, temporary work, for the next few months. That's what I felt you were doing now. So if you're not, it could be that you may be, or you may be asked to, or, to either fill in or, once again, have a short-term position offered up, but that's what I got tonight. So you have to tell me how that plays out.
I will. Thank you so much. And you think I'll do okay financially for the rest of my life?
Oh yeah. I do believe that the last 3 years have been very, very challenging. And like I said, when I opened up this morning or this after earlier in the show, is that when you look back, it causes worry. You can't change the past or the decisions or the loss or anything like that, but you have to change the perspective. And the only way you can do that is to draw the goodness from whatever, tragedy or disaster that's taken place. You have to look at it, even if it's one shred of happiness, you have to draw on that and focus on that. Like everything has a reason. And, then when it comes up again, you've been there, done that, and you don't have the same triggers. I've talked a lot about that in shows, that we have the same triggers. We are creatures of habit. So, yes.
That's right.
Do you
Well,
believe?
that sounds like great advice. Thank you
Oh,
so
my
much. I
pleasure.
really
I thank you for
take
calling.
care.
My pleasure. Thank
Thank
you. My
Bye
pleasure.
now.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we're ready for the next caller.
All righty.
All right, caller, you're on live with Robin Zodiac.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. And who's this?
This is Lori, and we talked probably 10 years ago, but it's been a while. So I'm glad I got through tonight.
Great. Yes, I do remember you, Lori. Yes, I do
You're
remember.
kidding.
I do. Yes, when we talked, you had a boyfriend, something about gambling, right? Did you gamble back then, or something about gambling's
No,
coming to me? Nothing like that? Okay. Well, I thought it was.
no,
Did you have a
yeah,
boyfriend that
I was
gambled?
going through a divorce. I was
Okay.
just at the time going through a divorce and raising a young daughter who's now got daughters of her own. So it's been
Oh,
a while.
wonderful. Okay. Yeah, I remember we talked during your divorce. Yes, I do remember your I don't know why I got the boyfriend that had the gambling habit. I don't know. Maybe it's coming in. Beware.
The ex-husband did.
What's that?
Oh, the ex-husband did. He had a
Oh,
game.
he had it. So that's why he's the ex-husband. Okay, so all right. I didn't remember a minute of us talking before. Okay, great. So Lori, how can I help tonight? And thank you for contacting me after all these years. This is fabulous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of in a limbo spot, and I've spent the last 4 years living alone, and I've been going to school part-time. Not working
Fabulous.
as I need,
Okay.
but
Right.
and sometimes I just kind of feel like I'm without a direction, and I don't know where. There's a lot of, my mom passed away. Now my foster mom has brain cancer. My sister has lung cancer,
Oh my.
and everything's just kind of stirred up
Oh my. Wow.
with very little. My dog and I spend a lot of time together.
Fabulous. Yeah. Well, that's good that you have your fur family member there with you. And I do believe that your dog is very much a comfort, very sensitive, always comes around when your dog senses you know you worried, once again, worried about other people. It seems like you already feel lonely, even though they're among you. You still are worried about how it's going to be without them, and life's going to get, more lonely with the loss. And it's terrible. It's a horrible, horrible thing that you're going through. Of course, it sounds like these are, very, very difficult illnesses that, and I feel like you fear it for yourself. And you know, I've said on other shows, the last 3 years I've had, you know, extremely, touchy health issues, when the doctors could only shake my hand and wish me luck. And, I've been taking CBD oil, which is the healing properties of marijuana. It's not THC, but you can get it online. It's called CBD oil.
Right.
So colostrum, and my blood pressure's normal. My everything's checking out. I still continue to go to the doctors, but everything's checking out. So I feel mind over matter. So, and I know, you probably wonder, am I going to be afflicted? Do I have the gene? Is this going to happen to me? And, when you think about those things, you have to once again change your thinking, change your perspective. Mind over matter. You can overcome anything. You don't have to accept that this is your fate. It's a terrible tragedy, with your family. And the once again, you have a child. Draw in that relationship. Find strength. You have grandchildren now.
Yes.
you know um I'm not saying ignore it. I'm just saying don't put much energy to it. um Focus on what you
I'm
want, not what you don't want. I'm sorry, Lori.
right. Yeah. No, I'm right in line with what you're saying, and I know it full well that the energy you put out is what's going to return. So if I want wellness, then I will be grateful for the wellness that I have and not dwell on what could possibly be.
Right,
So
right. Another thing I recommend is colostrum, because colostrum is great for the digestive system, and that's where a lot of disease comes from. Not expelling enough toxins. So I mean, there's ways, and it's also a cancer inhibitor. I'm not saying it's a cure, but it is a cancer inhibitor. And another thing, my daughter reminded me today. She says, Mom, the thing that you taught me in life that I will always remember my whole life is that you say love your enemies. And that's the thing, is I know if you can't love them today, shelf them. But you will have to, find one good thing. And I always say frenemies. You don't want to be friends with them, but you don't want to be enemies with them. Just send love. Constantly turn that
right,
negative energy into positive energy. Comes in and it goes out. It's like breathing. You breathe in and you let go of the negative energy. And, once again, another thing, Lori, that I know really works is maybe doing some yoga. It's not really strenuous, but you'll get wonderful results. It really does, at least for an hour, take your mind off of anything else other than you and your breathing and being in tune with your body. So those are things that I definitely recommend. And I know I do see you meeting a new man. Um, so I know you're worried about being lonely. You're worried about, loss, and that's normal. But like I said, try to live in the moment. That's another thing that I said in the opening of the show, because that's all we have. I mean, we have the breath and the moment, and that's it. That's it. That's
hmm
basic. So just enjoy the moment that you're in. If you look back, you're going to worry. And if you look back and you're worried, change the perspective. If you look forward too much, you're going to have anxiety, you know. But write it down. These are my goals. This is what I would like to do. That's what a lot of my ebook is about, finding new love with it for yourself and for others, is making lists. You make lists for different time periods, for different reasons, for different purposes, for different outcomes. But everybody says, oh, that's so simple. Yeah, but if you execute it, it's amazing how you feel like you've accomplished. It builds confidence. It builds the fact that you've, made some achievements, even if it's, sticking to the diet that day or going to a yoga class or whatever it is. It's so rewarding at the end of the day. And if you don't get to everything, put it on your list for tomorrow. And then you're excited
I
when you wake up in the morning. Yeah, it's so great,
there is there's no greater feeling than making a list. I tell my daughter and getting to cross stuff off. You feel very accomplished.
Great. So you already know. You already know the secret.
Yeah.
So,
Now,
yeah.
is my daughter is you're talking about loneliness. She's at this point intending on making a move to her dad's house with my two grandbabies and a third one that's on the way, and moving to Arizona. Is
Oh no.
I know. When you start talking about loneliness, I was like, oh no, she really is going to go.
Everybody I know that moves to Arizona can't get out of there fast enough. She'll be back.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Everybody I've ever spoke to, they're either trapped with a house they can't get rid of, or there's scorpions in their bathtub. I mean, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she'll be back if she goes, But yes, I understand that you probably already missed her too. But actually, I felt like she was going to also meet somebody that was going to keep her. She was going to stay, with the relationship. I saw her getting married, so let's hope
My
I'm
daughter.
right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's with the baby's dad. All three of the kids' dad. They just have never gotten married, and they were going to take off and make this move to Arizona by the 1st of January. So.
Oh, well, we'll see. She may be
Yeah.
back to marry somebody else. She's not going to like it. Yeah. She'll be back in April if she goes in January. But Lori, thank you so much after all these years. I recognize your warmth, and you sound great. I know when we talked before, you were really going through a lot, and you sound great. And I'm really sad.
I want to apologize.
For
You
what?
were going to do something with a candle, and I feared whatever it was you were going to do. You put me on hold and went to light a candle, and I hung up.
No,
So,
I don't think it was me. I don't do that. I don't think that was me. That could have been somebody else. Yeah. No, I only do candle magic for myself. So, yeah, I wouldn't put you on hold. I wouldn't waste your time. That wasn't me. But I do remember that we talked during the time of your divorce because I do remember the gambling ex-husband.
Yep.
All right,
well, thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All right. Have a wonderful evening.
You do the same.
Thanks, Lori.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. All righty. Jarvis.
Hi.
Hi. Do we have any more callers?
No, that was it.
That was it? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, all right, back to my list here. So that was great. Oh my gosh, I knew that Sheila was holding on the phone. Isn't that funny?
I know that
was
wow.
Okay. All right, I am psychic, all right? You didn't whisper it in my ear.
No,
I
I
don't even
didn't.
know. Do you even ask their names?
No, I don't.
Oh, woo, there we go. See, audience, Jarvis has no reason to tell you otherwise. So there we go. Okay, so all right, back over my list. All right. So, like I was saying, about negative emotions and negative feelings, jealousy, once again, when we're not like somebody or, we start to compare ourselves to other people, like let's say you're dating somebody and he has a female friends and, you're jealous of the female friends. Okay. That's because you fear of being unloved. You fear that maybe he has feelings or thoughts or love for his female friends or for other women around him. So you have this feeling of jealousy. So it's because you're in fear. And the thing that I would like you to understand, and that's why I mentioned last week, I labeled myself all these labels that could provoke fear, because you want to call it new age. It's actually been around for 30 million years. My faith is the grassroots of all religion, worshiping Mother Earth, burning herbs, burning candles. So that's the grassroots of all religion. And then, like I said, 6,000 years ago, they turned it around, and basically, there is gods just as much as there's goddesses, but now it's all mandatory one god. And look at all the wars, are people prejudiced of religion, and where they're from and things like that, because there's only one God. Well, I don't believe there's one God. I believe we're all gods and goddesses. It depends on how we make an imprint on Mother Earth, how, we're here for a reason and a purpose. So you have to remember, jealousy is the fear of being unloved. So that will help a lot if you recognize it's not the other person that's making you feel that way. You choose to feel that way because you don't have enough confidence in yourself to think, okay, I'm individual enough. I like the way I am, that I don't need to fear anybody else. You can't climb into his head and find out if he has stronger feelings for her than he does for you. So, why even bother? And the thing is you start challenging, a relationship with jealousy, it's a dead end, gridlock, stonewall. You ain't going to get anywhere. If anything, they're going to think, okay, well, she's going to abandon me or he's going to abandon me. So why even bother to give it my all or to put my heart on the line for this person if they're always worried about other people? So, I mean, if it's that much of a bother, don't bring other people into the conversation. Don't talk about your family, your friends, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, nothing. If you do talk about them, use them as third person. Kind of think of them as like Barbie dolls. Okay, well, Ken said this to Barbie, and then Barbie said this to Ken. And then the other person you're having a conversation with isn't going to take it all personal. Like, what are they trying to say? I'm going to read between the lines. I'm going to figure out the message behind this. We all do it. We all do it. It's nature. So you want to avoid it. Okay. We talked about anger and the stage of loss. Um, also, I was mentioning earlier with one of the callers that, I've had a tremendous challenge in the last 3 years. And, the thing is that, I feel like I'm a fighter. I'm fighting for life. I'm fighting for my breath. I'm fighting for another moment on this planet, as we all are. Maybe we don't know about it. Maybe we're not conscious of it. But, the last 3 years has really made me conscious of, fighting for what I need to be in life, and the mark I need to make in life, and the challenges, that the battles that I've chosen. And it's not just for me, it's for my daughter, it's for my friends, it's for my friends' daughters, it's for my family. All of these fights that I have chosen to fight is important to me, because once again, when I rise above and I have victory, I know that, I always say, choose your battle, to win the war. I will end up winning, whether it is preventing something from happening horrible that happened in my life, or whether it's opening up the door for other people to have justice in their lives and richly rewarded. I do believe that I make a difference on this planet, because I know Mother Earth has given me every single thing I've ever asked for. That's why I have such a belief and such a love. And it saddens me. I've talked about this before, and since last year, that thousands of whales have been washing up on all the coast all over the world unexplainably. where the whales are the top of the food chain in the ocean. So, the bees, this fake Zika virus, and you've heard me talk about Congress being a fake government. We've had a fake government since 1933. Killing the bees which is a female matriarchal, queen bee. I mean, all the other bees will, defend that queen bee. All the elephants are being slaughtered, matriarchal, whales, matriarchal. So, I mean, obviously, like I said, we've been in a gender war for 6,000 years. And, us women, we probably think, oh no, but, the whole patriarchal religions have suppressed us, and we can only take it so much. I mean, but you have to think about it. I mean, every culture that's been suppressed, they rise above, and they're usually better people. And it's horrible that you have to go through those challenges, or even cultures or people have to go to through those challenges. But then they come out of it, and once again they always take the good. Oh yeah, well, we got the media brainwashing us, and once again, I had a friend call me that this week that I'm a Holocaust denier, and I said no, I'm a Holocaust hoax believer. And so, once again, it's all perspective. So, Jarvis, do we have a moment still? Can we play that beautiful, incredible, inspiring song that kind of sums up tonight's message? And also, we'll close out with the commercials. And the last thing I wanted to reiterate is, do not buy in to any ruckus on Tuesday or Wednesday morning. Whatever the determination is in the polls, remember, have faith. Deny the fear. Have faith. Everything has a reason. Do not react. Do not resent. Do not worry. Don't look in the past. Continue to look in the future. Can we play that song? And I want to say goodnight to everybody, and I want to thank Jarvis. Can we roll that song into the commercials?
Sure.
Great.
I won't just survive. Oh, you will see me thrive. Can write my story. I'm beyond the archetype. I won't just conform. No matter how you shake my core. 'Cause my roots, they run deep. Oh, you have so little faith. Don't doubt it, don't doubt it. Victory is in my veins. I know it, and I will not negotiate. I'll fight it, I will transform. When the fire's at my feet again, and the vultures all start circling, they're whispering, you're out of time, but still I rise. This is no mistake, no accident. When you think the final.
Breaking news on famous celebrity psychic Robin Zodiac, also known as Psychic Mom, and her order of business of her Secrets to New You Love ebook series on Amazon, to her live call-in Friday night show on ubnradio.com between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. California time, to her interactive lifestyle website www.psy-chic.com, which is the word psychic with a dash in the middle. That's psy-chic.com, to her in-person psychic readings at her Culver City studio. So log on now to psy-chic.com for more information about your accurate psychic reading with Robin Zodiac today.
Psychic Robin Zodiac focuses in on each color with caring professionalism. Robin offers the caringcuddler.com service as touch therapy to those dealing with loss of love at her Los Angeles studio. So, make your appointment at 855-922-4822. Caringcuddler.com does benefit both men and women that just need to be held. In today's world, there is a lot of times we need love energy through physical touch. There's nothing sexual to embrace a nurturing mom, or as Robin is known, as a psychic mom, to giggle, cry, and release pent-up emotions or feelings. So call 855-922-4822 for empathic healing comfort.
Psy-Chic.com has worldwide users instant messaging, reading blogs, romance stories, posting pictures, getting recipes, playing games, buying, selling, psychic readings, reviewing, and much more. Interact at Psy-Chic.com.